Hey, I'm Dustin Cates. I'm the owner of Three Kings Roofing. First and foremost, thank you for letting our guys and reps up on the roof, which they're probably at right now if you're watching this video. It's a huge deal anytime somebody gives us the opportunity to do business with them. What I wanted to do on this video real quick is just kind of educate so that you can make the best informed decision whether you decide to use us or you don't. Education and information is crucially important. That's what we're there for. But I want to kind of touch some bullet points on what's really going on. So first off, why are we there? We believe that you probably had a catastrophic storm that affected your property, your vehicle, things of that nature that you may have a loss or an insurance claim to make. So that's why we are in the neighborhood. We're also there because we're trying to protect you from some of the things that go on in this type of industry, because a lot of crooks, a lot of rooks, or rookie type contractors come out of the woodworks whenever storms actually hit. We're not one of those people. We're local, been in business since 2010, fully insured and bonded. And we've got your back, and we provide peace of mind in a lot of different avenues and areas. So we're one of the good guys, so to speak, or one of the top contractors in the country. So that's why we're there. One thing to know is what hail actually does and why it's important. The reason that we're trying to get on the roof is because if you didn't have some baseball-sized storm, maybe you had golf balls or ping pong balls, maybe you had an inch, quarter hail, something like that, that can still affect your property. And what it does is it creates a loss in value to your property. And so what do I mean? Well, if you have $30 or $40 or $60,000 of an insurance claim or a loss, if you were to try to sell your home, it's going to have to be fixed. The problem is if you don't get it fixed in a timely manner, or you don't deal with your insurance company and actually get that covered quickly, you could wind up paying for that out of pocket and be stuck with mayhem like this, to kind of copy the commercial or whatever. So that's why we're there. But hail actually impacts the shingle of your home. It can knock off the granules, which voids your manufacturer's warranty. It also knocks off the UV coating, the algae protection, so you can get mold and rot in your home. And the life expectancy of your roof may have been 30, 40 years. Now it's reduced to 2 to 5. Importance of that is not that it's leaking right this second. The problem is if you wait a few years and it starts leaking, then you wind up having to pay for that out of wear and tear, not because of the storm event that happened. So that's why there's so much chaos and craziness. Obviously, there's money to be made in this type of industry. A lot of houses get hit at one time, so there's a lot of work to be had. And so that's why you're going to get inundated with probably knockers and calls and mailers and everything else. I wish that we didn't have to potentially have knocked your door to get to this point of this video. Out of that chaos, not everybody picks up the phone and calls us directly, and we're trying to protect homeowners from falling into a lot of the errors of things that can happen in this type of industry. And there is a reason that there's a black eye or kind of a negative connotation with this industry, because there are some bad people out there. If you've read the stories of people that have taken people's money or done shoddy work or things of that nature, there is a lot of bad stuff that can happen. So we're trying to protect you in that regard as well. Some of the pitfalls that people fall into is they have a contractor that takes money from them or says, hey, I need money for materials up front. And that's a huge red flag. That typically means that they're robbing Peter to pay Paul, or they're an inferior contractor to us because they don't have credit lines for material. So they're having to take money from you to try and cover their material bill because they have no credit line. Well, the only problem with that is what if they have a problem that costs $10,000 on a house? Where do you think your money just had to go? Right now they don't have money to buy your materials, or maybe they took your money and they put it in a bank account and they've got bills because they don't know how to manage money. Happens a lot with the people that jump in this industry, and that's where people get like, oh, I paid him money, he never came back, or oh, I got robbed. Maybe the person didn't mean to be a crook, they just weren't a company that was set up to actually handle your potential project on your beautiful home. So that's a pitfall that people fall into. Another one is just signing blank, open-ended contracts that have no pricing, no description of anything. It basically just says insurance, and here's the claim number. It gives them all leverage of what material, how your property is going to be fixed, if they want to fix certain things or they don't. You've given all that away, and you've kind of given the leverage and the power away to that contractor, which if it's somebody like us and some of the top 1% of contractors in the country, you may be totally fine. Odds are, though, you probably didn't mean to do that or want to do that, because there's a lot of people that can take advantage of people, and that's what they're hoping for. And so some of this hysteria that's going through quickly is trying to take advantage of the uninformed. And so that's why we say don't make quick, hasty decisions. Do your research. Definitely check us out is what we're trying to, obviously have you do, and compare us to whoever you're going to go with. I think that will stack up pretty well. We have 10,000 plus likes on our social media, 15,000 plus followers on our Instagrams, and that doesn't happen because we're doing bad work. Tons of reviews and referrals and all that we can give you. So definitely do your research. Also, something to touch base on is insurance carriers. They're not actually your best friends in this regard. The whole, discount double checks and friendly neighbors and you're in good hands. The only thing that's probably in good hands is your money for them. They don't come out with just wheelbarrows of cash and say, oh yeah, great, you had a storm, we want to pay all this money. They would have you believe that, but at the back end of it, they're some of the toughest negotiators in the world. They're trying to lowball everything that they do. That's why it's important to have an advocate like us that has a team that understands how that process works, and that's all they do is work with carriers and insurance companies, because they'll typically try and come out and pay 30, 40% less than what they're supposed to. We're trying to maximize that, not just for greed. It's because that's the value, the property value loss that you have. And so we don't want you stuck with that bill potentially because you waited or you were misinformed or your carrier didn't do what they were supposed to. So we go to bat for you. We're on the same side. All right, so the next steps are when the rep that we have is up there, they're going to present what they've actually found, make sure that there's no immediate tarping or mitigation that we need to do so you don't get stuck with something the insurance company tries to bill you for. So they're going to look at the roof, the accessories, the gutters, the windows, the garage doors, the fence staining, everything that hail could have impacted or created a loss for your property. That's what we're thoroughly trying to go through because we are a full general contractor. So they're going to present that to you. They're going to help you file the loss. So if you have State Farm, for instance, we'll call the claim department and we'll wait on hold if we have to. If there's long wait times like there is sometimes in storms, we'll wait in our truck on hold for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it takes to actually get somebody on the phone so you're not wasting that time, because we don't want you affected because a hailstorm hits your house. Part of just the peace of mind that we're trying to make this be is we don't want you to have any kind of time or money hassle with a hailstorm hitting your house that you didn't expect. So they'll present the damage, they'll help you file the loss. If you're confident in what we're doing because you've researched us, you've watched this video, you've looked at our Facebook, our reviews, things of that nature, we can definitely go into our general contractor agreement and go to bat for you immediately and be your advocate to go through this process and help you with your carrier, pick out the colors that you want and things of that nature, because some people don't realize, hey, you can change the color of your roof and change your whole house. So those are kind of some of the next steps that we have. But at the end of the day, we just want to help and serve you. We hope that you do business with us, and we would love to take care of your most prized asset, your beautiful home that we're in front of. So a way you can contact us if you decide that you want to do business with us, and it's not today, but you research us and want to contact us, you can definitely get on www.3kingsroofing.com, or you can call our 1-800 number, which is 833-314-ROOF. which is 813-314-7663, is a way that you'll contact our corporate headquarters. We'd love to take care of you. A second opinion could save you thousands. Give us a call.